Hi everyone, lovely Ruth here with another video. I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday. It's Labor Day today, and it's been a very interesting day. I had fun with my family. My daughter came over and my grandson to have dinner with me, watch movies, TV, or whatever. We had a good time. We also took plates to uh, some of my sisters. So I had cooked country style ribs in the oven, string beans, potato salad, um, baked beans. Yeah, basic, easy to do stuff. I didn't really feel like making a fuss over anything in the kitchen. So I like to do 30 minutes to an hour. Food prep. So I mean food preparation. So I don't make a lot of fuss over um, cooking dinner. But when you do it with love, you'll do it and you don't even think you're cooking at all. So it's an activity I enjoy. I really enjoy cooking because it's very therapeutic to me, and I love it. I mean, I really do love getting in there and mixing things up, and even if it's making a salad, I'm being creative about it, using um, ingredients that I don't normally, you know, eat or add, or a lot of vegetables, bell peppers and stuff like that. Since I've been on a vegetable and fruit kick this last couple of weeks, but it was fun. But I ate, man. I have um stains on my shirt today. I mean, I really, ate and enjoyed myself, and it's back to the drawing board tomorrow with, soups and salads, maybe something, healthy, um, and delicious. So that's my kick, is enjoying myself in the kitchen, creating new things to eat and exploring new things, really. I had went to the store today. We ran in the store for a carrot cake for dessert, but I just have been longing for something sweet, so I just wanted to taste it, and I tasted it. It was pretty good. It was a little dry. I'm gonna try my hand at baking, but I'm not a cake person. It's just I hadn't had sweets in so long. I was craving a little bit of sweets. But like I said, back to the drawing board tomorrow. You can't quit on yourself. You have to keep going. Even if you take a curveball, you still have to get back on that path and decide to eat. When you decide to eat healthy, try to stick with it. Try to do what you can. And I've been I'm becoming accustomed to um the taste of vegetables. I mean, I love them. I've always loved vegetables. I said that before in one of my videos. I've always loved vegetables. Fruit is a natural, fruit is a given. So I think everybody loves having their favorite fruit that they love to grab in the grocery store. So I do that. More so, I've been focusing on the vegetable part. Yeah. And not just salads, because you could burn yourself out on salads. You really, really can. I said I wasn't going to fidget with myself. You really can get carried away with your uh, fruit, and you don't want to eat too many sweet fruits. You got to eat the right amounts, per day, servings per day. So you gotta be careful with that. But other than that, that's all I've been focusing on. That's all I've been doing, is trying to eat correctly. I can tell I lost a little weight, but I gotta tone myself up. And I'm not done with the per se weight loss. I just don't know where I'm gonna end up. I don't want to lose too much weight. And you never heard anybody complaining about losing too much weight. But I can lose a certain amount of weight and be happy, but I want to lose the amount of weight to where it's satisfactory and it stays off. So I don't want to get on. I tried so many diets in my life, yo-yo diets. I mean, I'm doing the thing, losing the weight, and then all of a sudden you start picking back up the weight, and then you go down again, and then you pick it up. So it's like, you have to be consistent with your weight loss. I mean, if it's a weight loss journey for you, to me, it's a healing process. It's a um, getting to, know myself and to love myself. Consider what's best for me. Not for anybody else, just for me. What makes me feel good? What makes me want to spring out of bed? That energy that energy you need for motivation, like for go get them, So I'm looking forward to at least 5 to 7 more pounds. And the reason why I say 5 is you can't give yourself a big old number to lose. It's just you got to set small goals. And I've learned that, instead of trying to reach, I'm going to lose 25 pounds, I'm going to lose 25 pounds. It's kind of hard if you set those limitations, those high limitations up like that. You would tend to um, be hard on yourself. You mean you start eating things that you don't like to eat, and it's a mind thing, and your body be saying, "No, you really don't want to eat this," and then you go back into plunging into junk foods and stuff like that, and then you gain the weight back. So it's like the yo-yo. So um, I don't say diet per se. When people say diet, I correct them and I'll say no. Uh, I started off as a fast. It started off as fast. Actually, it started off at eliminating the things that I didn't need in my body, like salt, sugars, and stuff like that. You need a little bit of balance of that, but not a whole glob, you know. And I'm slowly getting back into a little bit of sugar in my coffee. I can't just drink plain coffee. It's just awful. And I don't have to have coffee. I'm one of those people, I don't have to have coffee every day. I choose to have a little bit of coffee some mornings just to, just for the sake of just, you know, having having something warm to drink, while I'm starting my day, reading my Bible and my devotionals, and then, you know, starting my mornings, since I don't have to get up and go to anyone's job right now. So that's been interesting that sometimes I feel like breakfast and sometimes I don't. I'll skip breakfast altogether, not purposely. It's just sometimes I just don't want or don't know what I want to eat. And before you know it, it's lunchtime. So I'm preparing something for lunch or preparing something for dinner. And that's been pretty much my role lately, is to constructively plan my dinners, I guess I want to say. Yeah, yeah. And so that they can be healthy and they won't be anything that I don't like. I've tried the black bean burger per se. I picked up the wrong kind. It wasn't delicious. I'm gonna try to make that on my own from scratch. Cause the store bought ones are, they're not that good. I'm trying plant-based meat this week. Trying to imitate meat is it makes me laugh, but it's doable. They say it's doable, so I'm going to try it. Per se, I'm trying to not eat as much meat. I know I ate a little meat today, and I've been trying to eat the meat, trying to put it back into my system. And every time I eat some, it makes I don't know, it just throws me off. I don't know. I never was a big meat eater anyways. So now that I'm off my fast and I'm trying to incorporate some of these things back into my food, my meals, I have to take it slow, because if I don't, oof, It's not about the weight, it's about how you feel when you eat what you eat, you know. It's crazy because when we go out to eat or we eat out at fast food restaurants, they are only fillers. They make you feel good for a time being. They just fill you up for the time being, but they're not nutritional, and they don't help your well-being. I want to say, it might be good right now. I mean, just for the moment, it's fulfilling, for your lunch break or whatever, but it's not healthy, and it's not good. They're not good. They're just fillers. So be careful when you eat out, like those little fast food restaurants. You know them. I don't even have to mention them. But also keep in mind, everything that they can make at a restaurant, you can make at home. You can easily make it at home. So be kind of creative. Like if you want a taco, it's 1,001 ways you can make a taco, and you can make it healthy. It's 1,001 ways to make a very good dinner. I think this week, since I already spoiled my run of not eating meats, I was gonna start my seafood journey this week, like incorporating some salmon or some, you know, baked fish into my meals. But I think I'm gonna do that next week because, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that next week. I don't like to eat one thing the whole week. Like I want to switch it up. So I'm gonna get some salmon probably in a couple of days, and then I'm gonna get some good fish that I can bake and add vegetables on the side. And I'm just greedy, but I'm greedy for health foods, and it's different. It's different for me now. But I'm not perfect. Nobody is. You can't say that you are. You don't eat all the things that you're supposed to eat. None of us do. Every once in a while, we crash. We crash it. And so, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna eat. Sometimes I'm going to eat what I feel like it, but I'm also consider whether or not it's good for me or whether or not I need it in my body. So sometimes we want it to just be bad when it comes down to food. Sometimes we just want to uh you know do the thing. I'm like, I had this taste for some barbecue, but not no barbecue chicken. I really had a taste for a barbecue brisket, but I was not going to go pay an arm and a leg to eat brisket out at a restaurant. I just wasn't. I'm really, really budgeting now, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a brisket one day, not anytime soon, but I'm gonna get a brisket, and I'm gonna wrap it in foil, and I'm gonna put it in the oven and cook it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do when my vision of it, you know, comes becomes too big. I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna cook it. So, um, yeah, but today, like I said, we had that country style pork rib, which is not something I should have been eating anyway, but not with high blood pressure. So bad, 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 lovely, bad, bad, bad. So I'm gonna regret that later. Hopefully, I can get past that this week and you know equal it out to something very, very light in nutritional this week. Yeah, nutritional. I'm sorry. I sometimes I mess up. I'm so sorry for that. My daughter was laughing at me today because she said, "You say all types of words," and I do. I realized that I'll make a word. I'll make a word up. I really would make a word out of a word. Yeah, that's not cool. I will. So I apologize if I do say a different word than I'm really meaning to say. So, yeah, yeah. But other than that, how was you guys' day? How did your day go? I hope everybody had a very good day today. I hope you guys spent it with your family. I hope you guys had fun, and enjoyed the day. It wasn't a bad day. It didn't even rain today, surprisingly enough. Hmm, that's good. That's really good. So, yeah, I just cleaned up the kitchen, and I'm getting ready to take my bubble bath and just relax. I'm gonna get in the bed and read and watch a little TV and enjoy the rest of my evening. Tomorrow, what do I have planned for tomorrow? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We'll see what tomorrow holds. And that's what I've been doing a lot lately. Just seeing what the next day holds. What could we do? What else can we do? I have these little mini plans or little mini goals, but they're not set in stone. So they're flexible. But I do set out to accomplish a couple of things. If they don't go, like I need to go wash this week. Been planning that. I want to go visit my sister one day this week. I think she needs to go to the store. Uh, Other than that, I still have some stuff I need to do around the house. I've been sewing. I have my little mini sewing machine, and I've been sewing. I've actually been hemming, and I want to go get some material so I can, make some pillows or something, curtains or something simple. I'm gonna start off with something simple. I'm not gonna put too much stress on me to make a thing. I'm just learning again how to zigzag and how to handle the machine. I'm really going to invest in me a good one. This was a small machine that I think, for teenage girls or beginners or whatever, is really portable, and it's good enough to hem pants and to, sew your basic, take up your outfits or whatever. But it's basically useful for that. So when I get my big girl pants on and really sew and get the patterns and stuff, um, I think that's gonna become my hobby. That's gonna become my hobby. But me, I need to work on. You know what I need to work on? Last week I told you guys my number one thing was patience. I'm asking God to work out my patience, and He's really, really working on me for that. But my other number two thing is consistency. And I will start a thing and stop a thing. Start it, stop it, start it, and stop it. And I don't know why I do that. I could start a book, start reading it, and it's good. And it's like, okay, good. I'm getting this. And then I'll stop it. And you see the books in my bed over there. I have a lot of journals over there. I have some my little Be Still and Notebook, my little devotionals that I read. Today's devotional out of each of them, and I put them aside for the next day and the next day. But some days I don't read them, and it's crazy because I sidetrack my own self. I literally, it's not that I don't think to do it. It's just like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let me go do this first. Let me go in the kitchen and do some things in the kitchen. Let me go, clean up a bit. Let me go, and I've been meaning to sweep off the porch or something like that, and I'll find something um that I need to do or work on or clean up or put away or whatever, and then I need to be consistent. Like, I'm trying to get on here every day and do a video, and that's been kind of like, um it's not consistency because I don't even want, oh Lord, I don't even want to put anything on my face. I don't want to even comb my hair sometimes. Not that I'm lazy or gave up on life. It's just that I relax. I like relaxing. I'm not lazy, but I like walking around in my PJs. I love, love, love walking around in my t-shirt and shorts and being productive around the house. I'm trying to think of something to do um every day, like something that's fun and something that's productive also. So I was thinking, I have some ideas of some things I want to do in my spare time. It's gonna cost a little money, just a little, but I need to dive into that. I think that's gonna be prosperous for me, but it's it's gonna take some more planning. And so I mapped it out on paper, so I need to actually execute it as far as purchasing some things that I need to do, the things that I want to do. I think this week I'm going to take some time and take some courses on how to start my own business. Well, I got a business plan, but I had not started because um, I don't know if that's. Have you ever been in a spot, in a position where you have talent to do, you have multiple talent, and you don't know if it's your talent per se, or if that's what you want to do? And then, like the other day, I was laying in bed and I was thinking about. I had some ideas and some epiphanies to come through, and I was like, this, and this, but I did not work out the kinks. I did not work out the um end part of it, or the distribution. If I make an item, what's the distribution part? You know what I'm saying? And most of the entrepreneurs are using the FB, Amazon. So I think I'm saying that right. Where Amazon distributes your product, and actually there are vendors that make your product, and they, you don't have to really do anything but order it, you know. And I was thinking about doing something like that, but it's detailed, and I need to find my niche. I think I said that before. I need to find my own brand. Right now I have an idea, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. First of all, I want, number one, I want to be consistent on talking, my self talks like I do now. And then I want to introduce more of my talents here. Or, you know, I don't even have an audience yet per se, which is okay. I'm okay with that. It hopefully it'll grow as soon as I start talking about subjects that I love, or love to talk about and discuss with people. And I think I'll get there. it's it's nothing that you can just dive into and be an overnight success. I don't think nobody has ever has done that. Well, maybe some people, you know, because you know it's about the algorithm. So, but I don't look for instant success as much as I look for confidence in myself when I'm talking to people about the things that I know, the things that I've experienced. Um, that gives me some type of fulfillment, you know. Everybody don't get won't get me, you know. I don't get everybody, but some people will get this, will get the messages that I have to offer, and from there it'll go on and on. So um sometimes it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 10 years to to capture your audience. If you want to make it big that way, or make it a success that way. But all I'm really hoping to do is help someone, you know, help someone through um, what they're going through, you know, something that I may have been through, you know, and can help someone. Other than that, whatever I have to offer or whatever I have to speak about, it's right now it's just me talking, you know. It's just me talking, um and trying to respond to comments or whatever. And it's not that hard. I mean, it's giving of yourself, but it's It's not that difficult. People gonna be who they are. Some people gonna like you, some people are not. And I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. And long as you're okay with yourself and you're happy with yourself and you love yourself, you know, people gotta love you. People got to um see who you are genuinely. Yeah, yeah. And it'll go from there. No worries, it'll go from there. I hadn't talked to today? My son. I'm gonna get ready to call him. I'm one of those parents. I'm one of those parents, I don't hear from my kids in a couple of days, It's I'm a bug them. Yeah, my daughter already know. She rather call me and, hang out with me or whatever, because she don't want to get this phone call every day. She don't she don't want none of this. She don't. And that's almost my favorite person in the world, uh, next to my grandchild. You know, those are my favorite people. So I am getting ready to talk to him, and if it's not too late, what time is it? And yeah, and call it a night. I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to go take a bath and get ready for bed, and I'm going to read a little bit. I'm going to watch my gun smoke because I gotta have my gun smoke. I don't know, it's something about that little um show that I love. I don't know. It doesn't even really make sense to me, but it's just the idea of the guy Matt Dillon. I'm sure people my age would know this if you like westerns. Matt Dillon is the sheriff, and he keeps law and order in his town. And it's so funny that he's so honest. I love it. He's so honest. He can't lie. So he'll tell in one of the episodes, night before last, he told this Indian that he wanted this guy that they had captured, right? And he said, the Indian said, "What are you going to do with him? You should kill him. Kill him. I'm going to kill him." And he said, "No, I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to take him back in." "Well, you're going to take him back in for another white man to kill him when you could kill him?" He said, "I'm not going to do that." He said, "Well, okay, I'll let him go if you promise not to turn me in to the military." And he said, "Well, I have to turn you, I have to tell them where you are. Yeah, I got to do that. I got it." It's like, okay, you could have lied in that instant, but he just no, he's just an honest to good person. He's just good. His demeanor is, I will give people second chances and third chances, and I believe people when they honestly telling me that they didn't do it. And it's just something about that character. You just gotta love him. You just gotta love him. So I'm fixated on that show. It's not about the guns and the killing and all. It's just the overall personality of this sheriff. And call me crazy, but that's one of my favorite TV shows. And plus, I got them on DVD. So I used to be so fond of Rawhide. Remember when we went back in when COVID first came and we were working from home, and every morning when I clock in to work, I'll have my little mini TV on the side, and that's how we do it. I'm working, but I can still see my TV. I can hear my TV if it's in the background. So I would watch Have Gun Will Travel, then I'll watch Rawhide. Loved Rawhide. And then I will watch what is I forgot the name of that other one. It'll come to me. And then I'll watch Wagon Train. I got stuck on that. I will watch The Rifleman. Yeah, The Rifleman. And I would those would be my lineups. And I will watch westerns from the time I get up to the time I, get ready for dinner and everything. So it's like I just found a new since the pandemic. I found a new love for westerns, and it took me back to when my dad was alive. He would be Saturday mornings or Saturdays, he'd be in the den watching westerns, and I would be in there. I told you everywhere my dad went, I was there. So he would watch. I remember he would watch all these old movies, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood. I love them. I love them. I'm sorry, I'm just a old classic babe. I love black and white movies. I love comedy. I love a good love story. You know, I that's what I did this weekend. I watched a lot of love stories. I think I like the little, you know, boy meets girl. They don't know they love each other until they've left. You can almost, read the whole story in the movie. So it's like I love that. I do. I love a movie that will make me smile, and I can escape, but I can smile. I'm a hopeless romantic. I am. I am. I just am. But anyway, what was I talking about? That would be my routine, watching westerns. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed being out. That's why I'm sitting here right here and right now, jobless, because I done got so used to that year we were working from home. Oh my goodness, I enjoyed that. That was like, and I didn't wish the pandemic on nobody, but that was my dream to actually work. I was out. That was my childhood dream to actually work from home. I mean, like literally work from home, and turn that computer off at 3, 4 o'clock. You out of there. You done made your day. You done made your money, and then we had to start going back to work, and I got to the point where it's like it's crazy to be around people. I'm an introvert, but it's crazy to be around people sometimes when you don't get them. You don't. It's drama. It's mess, and it's like I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm changing though. I am. I'm asking God to make me a better person. I am. But it's so rude to sit up and talk about your miserable life all day long to somebody, and everybody got to hear it in the office, and you complain, complain, complain when you don't really have a bad life. You got a husband, you got a nice home, you got a nice car that gets you back and forth to work. You got you can pay, so you got a good fulfilled life, I think. And for you to complain about it all day and every day, it disturbs me. It just, I don't know, I don't know, my mentality. I do not like people to destroy my mentality. I do not like people getting in my head about um how miserable they are, when you can walk away from misery. I mean, maybe you can't mentally, I mean, you can't, it's hard to walk away from when you're stuck in your head. Like if you have this anxiety, it's not easy to walk away from that. But to make your life seem so bad when you actually know it isn't, and you're trying to impress people, that messes with my head. That makes me think for years, hearing people complain about their husband, and oh, I gotta do this for John, and he da 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 da. It's like, my goodness, cook for the man. The man working, he's working, trying to bring home the bills. I mean, pay the bills and bring home the bacon and whatever he got to do. And he's there with you every night, and he's loving on you. He's not cheating, or whatever the case may be. I got barbecue sauce on my shirt, and whatever the case may be. And people bring that to work, and you just don't want. I mean, it messes with you, because for a long time I was thinking like, no, if I get married, oh, if I got married, I'll do this differently. So I'm all stuck in my head about marriage, and it's really, I look at it this way. I look at it this way. Keep it to yourself. I saw people bring their husbands to work. Oh, so happy, so pretending, and immediately go to lunch with another man that's at work. Like having this affair and don't care if anybody knows it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen um I've been at that job so long. I've seen people married for decades and still complaining. I look at it this way. I do look at it this way. What my parents showed me is what I wanted. You know, they will argue, they will argue, they will curse each other out practically. And the next thing you know, they laughing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dad, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. I'm out of here because you to get on my nerves. And Bobby would never left. He went around the corner somewhere and came came right back. You know, so it's like I've seen that togetherness. I've seen that though my parents was together all their lives, all my lives, and that's what I've always wanted. I look to my dad and I say that's the kind of man I want. Somebody that's going, no matter how much money he's making or what he's doing, you know, he's doing it for the both of them. You know, he's doing it for him and his wife and his children. And the thought of ever leaving his 13 kids and he stuck it out. I mean, he just like, I'm not listening to you. I know what I'm doing. I ain't messing with nobody. I ain't doing this. And he didn't even have to explain that. He was there all the time. It was mornings I got up and looking out the window and and see if my daddy left. I remember looking out the window Saturday morning, see if my daddy left because my mama then told him to leave, get out of here and go. I don't want you no more and stuff like that. This is when I was in. And then he ain't go nowhere. He wasn't going nowhere. Daddy wasn't going nowhere. So he was done, with running and leaving and packing up and leaving. And how in the world was she was gonna make it with 13 kids by herself? So I don't think people. I'm not for sure, but I think people kind of the women that I work with, I think they kind of exaggerate a little bit about how bad their men are. I think maybe they're not that bad. They're not in an abusive relationship, not that I know of. I mean, maybe one, two people that I knew, maybe three people that I knew, but they wasn't even complaining about, what they went through. They went through what they went through, got out of it mostly, and moved on with their lives. But the women that have a steady husband and you know far as I could tell, real good marriage. But you want to impress people, but you don't know what you're doing to other people that are maybe single or maybe have in a relationship that they don't know which end of the street that relationship is going. But all that stuff you're adding to to them about relationships make them think, hey, I'm gonna watch my husband I'm gonna watch him like a hawk when I get him, or I'm gonna treat my boyfriend this way or fiance this way because I know they're gonna end up like these men or whatever. It's first of all, you really don't know. You don't really know what's going on in the house. One minute that these people are talking about how good, what they have, and the back porch, and it was a snake, and John had to come get the snake, and then I had to cook, and you're on the phone with him every day because you hearing their conversation because they don't leave their personal life at home, and you kind of like trying to block. That's why I always had headphones on because I don't want to know because I don't go around telling people my business, personal business at work. I don't do that. But I don't want to hear them rambling on about how your marriage is and how dysfunctional your kids is and all of this other stuff when take it to God. God can help you with that. You don't have to know. You don't have to tell a whole bunch of women your business. You know what that's gonna do? That's gonna make mess around the office, and you don't really need that. I don't know what it is about me. I don't even know why I'm talking right now because you couldn't even get a word in edgewise about my love life or about who I'm seeing. I remember when I first started dating this guy. Um, he was nice. He's pretty nice. He sent me some flowers to work, and I don't like to display my. I mean, when I'm on, I don't even be on the phone when I'm texting or I'm laughing. People like, oh, who's she talking to? But you don't need to know who I'm talking to. But this one guy had sent me some from not just I had flowers sent before, but this one guy sent me a bouquet of flowers, and when you get some flowers at work, everybody got to know what's going on, and oh, you must have laid up with somebody, or you. I don't even I appreciated the flowers. I thought the world of the flowers. I thought the world of the thought that this guy liked me enough to pursue me and send me flowers. Uh, but yeah, is it worth the gossip? Uh, just send my flowers at home. I mean, bring them to me or whatever. Cause work is work. Work is a place of business. That's where I go to. You know Work and bring home a paycheck. I really don't need to be make it personal. Really don't need to make it personal. But when my daughter started working with men, it was much more pleasant. I had somebody to talk to then, and I had somebody to really go to lunch with it. And she would bring me flowers for my birthday and a cake and whatever. She would always make um at a point to show her love to me, and I appreciated that. I really did. That was the joy of my last couple of years at that job. So I really did appreciate that. But the surrounding, oh my God, it's like headphones. I need them for my sanity. I needed headphones. It's crazy. I don't know how many of you work in an office and surrounded by gossiping women, you know, water cooler gossip, you know, and ooh, look what she have on, you know, you know, she can't afford that. What's she doing, and all of this stuff. It's like keep it in your pants. I want to say that keep it in your pants. Stay in your lane. That's what I want to tell people. Kind of stay in your lane. Your problems are not everybody else's business. You know what I'm saying? Um, and don't make it everybody else's business unless you're seeking help. I guess you want somebody to advise you. Maybe that was my calling. Maybe it was for me to, jump in there and say, you know what, it ain't that bad. You know, he sound like a good person. Hang in there. God loves you. And I have a couple of times people that come to me and I would just, it would just flow out of me to, cause it was walls crumbling down and up around people there. It was like turmoil. It was mess. It was, people trying to get rid of you. And it's like it was a whole lot of stuff. And it wasn't just me. It was some people going through some stuff. And, whenever I had the chance to give a word or express, things to people, um, yeah, it turned out good. I'm no expert. I am no psychiatrist or any of that. I know my God, and I know what He's capable of. I may not be married, but I know what marriage, according to that Bible, I know what marriage is supposed to be, and I can't let anyone get in my head that, don't get married because it's not the best thing to do. I wish I hadn't got married. There's a lot of people that say they wish they hadn't got married, but the day they married that person, that's all they knew. That's all they knew. And so years later, people grow. You are one whole individual and you're marrying another whole individual. So it ain't you half and he half. It's two whole people coming together, sharing the bed, sharing the bathroom, sometimes sharing food, sharing meals, sharing stories, ideas, finances, everything. Everything. And you trying to balance a relationship. and it's hard. I mean, you can't change a person and they can't change you, and you have to bend and they have to compromise and all this other stuff that go with it. Common sense, 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? So common sense is like, I'm not going to try to make Frank, John, or Mike to whom I want them to be. They are individuals. And the person that I fell in love with it don't always be sunshine and you know, you know, all of the happy stuff. It doesn't. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. But it's not the end of the world to do what you need to do. In other words, you can't let people break you. In other words, you can't let people break you. You got to, be whole. I think you got to be genuinely who you are, and they love it. They love who you are, love what's inside of you, what's you're about. I mean, what you represent. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't see you, or if they marry you for the wrong reasons, or and y'all don't marry for love, then it, you got to put your big girl pants on, big boy pants on, and say, you know what? I can't conform anyone into being who I want them to be. They are genuinely their own person. So when you got that understanding, I think it'll work itself out. It'll work itself out. But those people that's been together for 20, 30 years, and you have more right than wrong in that relationship, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Um, but anyway, I'm no marriage counselor. I promise you, I see myself married. However, I don't see myself um conforming to anyone or changing myself to please someone. Um, I'm not a people pleaser. I don't want to please people who I don't want to please. I'm not a people pleaser. I have to love me. When you love you, if you love you, you'll be strong enough to love somebody else through whatever they are or whatever they're going through. And if you got that much strength in you, yeah, you got that much strength in you. Um, yeah, you can do it. You can do that relationship. Yeah, I believe. I believe. So I'm looking forward to meeting I'm a fairy tale person. I believe in fairy tales. I believe in love. I believe in that chance meeting, and that you can have that family and the house and everything else that come with that relationship. I still believe that. Am I hopeless? I don't know if I'm hopeless or not, but you could have that. I feel that people can still have that, no matter how old you are, what age you are. You know, you can still have that if you want that. And some people don't want to get married. Some people want to stay single. Single is good. Let me say that. Single is good too. Being single is, you get the opportunity to enjoy yourself, to go and do the things that you want to do when you want to do it. You're not answering to anybody. You don't have to check in with anybody but yourself. Maybe your family, let them know where you're going, but you have that sense of freedom, and you can enjoy the same thing you would enjoy with a couple, your significant other. You could go to the movies. You can have popcorn. You can enjoy yourself. Go out to dinner. Take yourself out to dinner and enjoy, eating, you know, enjoy your singleness. It's not that every, we're meant to be with somebody. We're not meant to be alone. I mean, we're not meant to be lonely, but it's okay to be alone if you catch my drift. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah. It's not meant for a person to be lonely in their aloneness, but to be whole in your alone time. You by yourself, right? And enjoy it, while it lasts, like right now I'm not working. I have to set my mind to enjoying the time off, because when it comes to working again, it ain't gonna be none of this. It ain't gonna be none of not get it putting clothes on for a whole day, and you know getting up any time of day that I want to, or getting up early and I don't have nothing to do, or that's gonna be over with. So right now I have to make the best of it. I have to be productive. I have to enjoy it. Enjoy it. Not only enjoy it, become who you're supposed to have become, who you supposed to be. Find yourself. If you can't get along, if you can't stand to be by yourself, how are you going to be how are you going to be able to be with somebody else? How are you going to, you know, make that happen? So learn how to be by yourself and enjoy yourself. Learn how to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna eat this tonight. I'm gonna do this today. Enjoy this time while you have it. Single is good. Single is good. You gotta learn how to, grow, heal yourself. And accept, things in your life, and you know work it out. Work it out. So when you do meet that significant other, that person that you can't live without, this is the person for you. I've been praying for this man. And so you can know how that singleness felt. And now you're in this relationship with somebody else, and you know how you want to be treated. And so you you know, y'all would just it would just blend in. Y'all would blend in with each other. And it ain't gonna be awkward, and it ain't gonna be uncomfortable, and it's not going to be, hard, like difficult to get along. So, but that's all in finding out who you are, loving who you are, you. So nobody else can define who you are. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So that was that. I don't know. Let me ask, because I don't know much about um, being submissive when you're a wife. I don't have a problem with being submissive. I can, I'm a strong black woman. I am. I like to I've always ran my own show. Just put it that way. And I've always said to myself, if I meet that guy um that's strong and dominant, like not an abusive, like narcissistic type of guy, but a strong man, a leader. Not that I need leading, but I want to be that. I want a strong man that could, say, you know this is what's best for us. What do you think? This is what I think. Or, not, let me take that back. A man that's dominant. Like, I don't have to tell him what to do. I don't have to tell him, you know, uh, how to run the house, or, and even the equal stuff, I could sit back and I could say, what you think, what do you, how do you, you know, I shouldn't even have to ask him. He should know how to run a relationship, how not to run. I'm just messing up on my words tonight. How to uh be the man, be the head of the house, because that's what the Bible want a man to do, to be the head of the house, and to have structure, because a woman's not supposed to um what I want to say, you know, I'm I'm like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to wear the pants in my relationship. I want to be the prissy wife. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to work by himself, or he don't have to bring home all the bacon by himself. I'm gonna be his helpmeet. I'm gonna be helping him. We're gonna be a team. So it's not gonna be like, oh, I got my lazy wife at home. She don't want to work and she don't want to clean up the house. Man, I'm gonna be all on it. That's my man. I'm gonna have to be ready for him, and I'm going to be that supportive wife that he needs. I'm not trying to be, um, and I hope I don't hurt anybody's feeling. I don't want to be, oh, women's empowerment, kind of like, no, no, a man can't do this. I can do this. I can do this on my own. I've never been the one to say, oh, I want to be by myself. I don't want nobody to answer to. I can make my own money. I don't need a man. I need a man. I do. I want a man. I really want a man. I do, but not in a desperate way. But I would like a husband. I really would. And in that note, I don't want him to be, you know, you know, a God fearing man in the church, and portraying this man, and then come home and make me feel little, or make me feel small, or I'm walking on eggshells. I do not. And I pray for everybody who does. I do not want to walk on eggshells around my husband. I don't want to be scared. I don't want no fear in our relationship. I don't want him being nice one moment and being mean the next, or turn into this monster, or this is not who I married. I don't want a clown show. I don't want a circus in a relationship. I don't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when you know what you don't want, then you'll know what you do want. So, yeah, yeah. And writing a list about what you want, that don't really cut it, because everybody's not going to fall in those boxes on your list. We know that. But to come as close to it as possible, and God will do the rest, because you got to let God know what you want. He knows already, but you got to say, hey, you know what? This is the man that I want. Can you make him right? God, God can make him right. God will make him right for you. He will. And by me not having a man, not finding that, not me finding, but me not meeting that man yet, means, it tells me that God is working him out, straightening him out. I'm sorry. Uh, Making him right for me. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not gonna do that on my own. I'm not gonna go look for anybody on my own, and he'll find me. The Bible says, "He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing," and I am a good thing. I think that I am a good thing. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm just rambling on about relationships. I don't even have one right now. It's okay. It's okay. It's coming. It's coming. And I am going to leave you guys with that. I'm sorry if I'm rambling on, but I'm gonna leave you guys there. I'm gonna call my son, which he don't want me to treat him like a big baby. See, he should call. He should call his mama. I'm sorry. He should call, and we won't have this problem. I am not one to have spoiled my son, but I love my son. I admire my son. Yeah, he's all right. He's not the golden child like he say he is. It's not the golden child. No, he's not. Mm, he's not. But I love him just the same. I love him just the same. And if I had anybody that I have ever looked up to as far as a man is concerned, was my dad. His loyalty, his patience, his will to withstand all the circumstances, all the ups and the downs. Kids can be 2, 3 kids can be a headache. 13, try 13. Try 13. I know. Ugh. But I admire him, and nobody has come close to being as strong as he is to me just yet, just yet. So, he's out there though. He's out there. You know that saying when we were young and we want to marry our dads, and it's weird because I'm always talking about my dad. I just admired the man. I really did. He wasn't a mean type of person. He was soft. He was gentle. He was kind-hearted. He talked to everybody. His soul was just his spirit. He was a good person. He was a good-hearted man. He was a good-hearted man. From what I could see, he was a good-hearted man. And yeah, I admired that about him. I may have been the spoiled little child. I don't know, but I admired that about my dad. And yeah, and I know some of you, admired your dad. Some people may have hated their dads. I don't know. I'm just saying from my experience, my dad was the guy. And so I've had relationships since I think was younger, 20, in my 20s. I had relationships. Some was good, some wasn't that good. It was like I was wasting my time, but we were young, and, we want to live our lives, and we meet people and they're just not right, and some of them are right and you're too young, and it's like, wait till when I get older, I'm gonna find the perfect guy, I'm gonna meet the perfect guy. And time happens, life happens, and stuff don't necessarily turn out the way we plan. It's up to God. And I thank God for this one thing. I thank God that he did not allow bad people to stay in my life, or even for a second. I thank God that he knew what was best for me, because otherwise I would have married, divorced several times. And I'm glad he gave me the sense to hear him say, no, not this one, you know. And so, but there was a few good guys in my life. Just wasn't the good time, the good timing of a relationship for me. So I did get two beautiful kids out of my boyfriend, my baby's dad, my kid's dad. And he wasn't perfect for me. He was not perfect for me. And sometimes we just want to grow grow up faster than we need to. I want to say that. Get out of the house faster than we need to, and start a relationship because we think we're big enough to do so. Um, yeah, I think that was my first serious relationship, but there was so many red flags. It wasn't even funny. And by the time I had my second child from him, it was like, what am I doing? You know how you wake up and say, hey, what? Well, I was in the twilight zone for a while, but what am I doing? Like, what am I doing here? He didn't want a relationship. I didn't really want a relationship. I was just trying to find a good, strong man. I wanted a nice, um, beautiful guy with a good sense of humor. I didn't pinpoint all the other things that I wanted in a man. And so you have to be careful of what you're asking for in a man, because you might just get that part of it and not the rest. So, because you're not asking for it, you're thinking one sided. So, I enjoyed the relationship while it lasted. It was okay. I mean, it was frustrating because we were young, and it was a lot of cheating. It was a lot of misunderstandings. It was a lot of, it was for it. It came to a time where it was just me and my kids. It was like I have to do what I have to do for my babies. And when I hear women these days say they can't make it, it's too hard, and I want to kill myself, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. I can't do these kids and leaving their kids everywhere. I can't stand that. I'm sorry. You had those kids for a reason. God gave you those kids because God said you can do this. I trust you with these beautiful kids. This is your assignment. You take care of these kids, and he provided a way for me to take care of my kids. Everything that we needed, we had. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me you can't do it. Don't tell me that you don't love your kid enough to take care of your kid, make sure your kid's eating, make sure they're right. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that you can't do this. You could do it. You're equipped to do it. Once those babies come out of you, you're equipped to take care of those babies for as long as you need to. You can't tell me you can't. So, I don't like to hear that. I mean, it's somebody that's in my life right now that she, I don't know if she's pulling my legs or whatever. It's too much for her. And what the heck do our kids have to endure? Because they did not ask to be here. We brought them here. We were that vessel to bring them here, and we think that we're better than them. Do we think that, you know I don't need that. I don't need this. I have too much going on in my life, but yet you gave life to these kids. And you didn't just do it. God sent those kids. No kid is a mistake. None, nowhere is a mistake. So yeah, so she gotta get her life together. I'm gonna pray for her, and I just hope that she knows that God loves her as much as He loves those kids, and He loves the kids, and that she needs to just pick herself up, dust herself off. And I know it ain't easy, because when we in our head, nothing else matters. When we mixed up in the head, nothing else matters. You don't care about anything, and you let life happen to you instead of happening to life. So enjoying your life. So um with that, I'm gonna leave it with that. I'm not gonna go no further than that. I know I done already offended. I done already assaulted a couple of people here, and I don't mean to. I really don't mean to. I'm just saying by experience. It seemed like it could seem like I'm having I've had a hard time through my life. No, that's not it. It could seem like I had the best of the life that I lived. I can't complain. I really can't complain, because I was truly blessed thus far. Yeah. Mm, yep. And I can't speak for no one but myself. I really thank God for my life. I really thank God that I've experienced what I've experienced, because if I had not, then I wouldn't be able to know the difference between good and bad, worse and better. You know what I'm saying? So the bad goes with the good, and the good with the bad. So it's bad only makes us stronger. It makes us wiser. It teaches us a lesson, you know, and so we grow from that. We get better. Each year you get better. Each day you get better. Each second you get better. And that's life. That's life, baby. But I gotta go, because it's 9 o'clock. It's just 9 o'clock. But I still gotta get ready for bed, and I got some more stuff that I need to do. And I just wanted to get on, and it's been an hour. I'm sorry. People hate long videos. I didn't put somebody to sleep right now already. So I'm gonna get off. I hope you guys enjoyed your day. I hope you guys are enjoying your evening even more. And like I always say, love on yourself, love who you are, love on your family, reach out to your family, and stay sweet, stay prayed up. Know that God loves you. I love you too. All right. And I'm saying good night. I will see you in a later video. Bye.